Good morning, this is Dennis. I want to get back in the Bible study. We're in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14. We're going to start with verse 26. This is Paul speaking. He says, "How is it then, brethren?" ? When you come together, every one of you, every slap one of you, got a song, hath the doctrine, hath the tongue, hath the revelation, and hath an interpretation. Let all things be done unto edifying. Everything you do in the church should be to edify the church. And it shouldn't be confusion. Verse 27. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by two, or at the most 3, no more than 3. And that by course, and let one interpret. But if there be, excuse me, these allergies. But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silent in the church. If there's no interpreter, be quiet. And let him speak to himself and to God. If there's no interpreter, my opinion, set your butt down and speak between, if you're going to have a prayer language of tongues, speak between yourself and to God. Now this verse 27 and 28, my mom and dad, they went to a Oneness Pentecostal church here in Milton, Florida. And I think they made me start going in about 1965, and I went to 1970 or 71. And I have to admit, this church was spot on with verse 27 and 28. I mean, spot on. When they were in the church, if somebody spoke in tongues, it'd just be that one person. And they would wait for an interpretation. Once there was an interpretation, generally somebody else would speak in tongues. There'd be another interpretation. I don't remember them ever having more than 3 at a time. And it was all in course. And I don't remember them doing like verse 23, if therefore the whole church be come together in one place and all speak with tongues, there come in those that are unlearned or unbelievers, will they not say that you are mad? I don't ever remember people just running around the church speaking in tongues without interpretation. Don't remember. They were spot on. Verse 29, let the prophets speak 2 or 3. He limits again, like he was saying when we started out. He said, how is it, brethren, when you all come together, that every one of you has got something? Even when it comes to prophesying, Paul says, let the prophets speak 2 or 3. Let the other judge. If anything be revealed to another that sitteth by, let the first hold his peace. For ye may all prophesy one by one, not chaotically, by course, one by one, that all may learn and all may be comforted. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. I've thought about that scripture a lot of times over the years. I'm thinking it'd be like somebody speaking in tongues in the church without interpretation. They're like, oh, I couldn't help it. Well, right here in verse 32, and it says, the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophet. For God is not the author of confusion. God is not the author of just chaos and confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. All right, we're going to stop there for today, and then this coming week, or I don't know if I'll squeeze another Bible study in later on this week, but it may be this coming week. We'll pick up in verse 34. God bless y'all. Have a good day. Walk with God one day at a time.